Felicity from GetYourRockOut here with Mario from Gojira. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Very glad to hear it. You've just played an absolutely amazing set, and so congratulations on that. Did you enjoy it?
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I really enjoy it, actually. Yeah, I had a blast on stage. It was great.
I mean, you guys recently won the Best Live Act Award at the Metal Hammer Awards. That must have been a huge honour for you, to show just how good your live show is.
Yeah, I think it's kind of subjective, but of course it's a big honor, and so we were very glad, yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And I mean, do you always, do you enjoy yourselves on stage? Are you definitely a band who lives for playing live?
Yeah, for sure. It's a good way for us to exercise a lot of emotion. So when we go on stage, when we jump on stage, we give everything. We never economize anything. When I'm behind the drums, I give 100% of myself. Yeah.
And it's it was incredible to see you. Everybody is absolutely raving about you at the moment. You are definitely one of the hot bands of the season. And so does that feel a little surreal to you, or do you think it's well deserved because you've worked so hard for it?
It's hard to tell. We have to stay humble. We just try to do our best and. But yeah, we can feel that people respect us a lot, and it's a big honor for sure. But we still have a lot of ambition to make a better show, better light show, better screen on stage. So we have a lot of ambition. But for sure, it's a big honor. Yeah.
Fantastic. And there's quite a few other amazing bands playing today. Are you going to be able to see anybody else?
I really would like to see Lamb of God. Yeah. Tomorrow I know Slayer is playing, David Driver, and maybe we missed some band today because we arrived very late. But yeah, for sure, Lamb of God. Yeah.
Fantastic. Have you played with them before? Are they a band you've ever shared the stage with?
Yeah, Lamb of God. They had a very important place in our career because they pick up on tour. Like in 2007, they proposed us to make a USA tour with them. And it was our first big exposure for the band in USA. So Lamb of God is a very, very important band for us. Yeah.
And your latest album was out last year, and again, it just had rave reviews. I'm guessing that you were very happy with the reaction you had to it.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah. And looking back on that now, is there anything you'd change, or do you think that actually it was just the best you could have produced? Are you still very happy with it a year on?
Yes and no, because we are very, very perfectionist. So, for example, I would like sometimes to go back in the studio and change some details on the composition, maybe on the sound also. But that's the game. You have to play the game. When you do a record, it's like a photography of a band, at this time precisely. So I'm very happy with the album, but I'm sure we can do better.
And are there any plans for a new album anytime soon?
We have a couple of ideas, but we are very focusing on the tour right now. But for sure, we are starting to talk about it and all the time. Yeah.
And you have been touring relentlessly this year. You've just been touring all the time. Are you tired of touring yet, or are you still really enjoying being on the road?
The biggest challenge is just the health, you have to sleep well, to eat well, to drink well, so it's a real challenge, like a sportive people, So I'm always reading about this, how to maintain the energy, I don't want to become a zombie on stage like this, and that's the biggest challenge actually. But we love to tour. Yeah.
And do you enjoy being in the studio, or do you just see, the studio as a way to tour more?
No, we love to be in the studio, yeah. But our reality is more, we make our money more with the live music. So it's about like 80% of our time on road and 20% in the studio. Sometimes I would like to spend 50% in the studio because I'm sure we have a lot of things to do, but we have a lack of time. We have to go on the road to make more money, so that's a reality. Yeah.
It's not an easy life being a touring band.
Not easy, but we cannot complain in the same time. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat to us today. Sadly, I'm going to have to let you go, but it was an absolute pleasure to speak to you. And I really hope that we catch you next time around.
Okay, cool. I felt the same. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, cool.